What if you spent 1 week on the most extraordinary journey in human history? July 1969, the Cold War at its peak. The United States and the Soviet Union locked in a race not for territory, not for oil, not for gold, but for the moon. And on the 16th of July 1969, 3 men climb into a rocket and go. And somewhere in that rocket, that is you. Day 1. You open your eyes in the cramped crew quarters of the Kennedy Space Center crew facility. It is the morning of July 16, 1969, launch day. You have been training for this moment for years. Your body knows what to do. Your mind is not entirely sure it agrees. You pull on your undergarments, special cooling underwear with tubes of water, running through it to regulate body temperature inside the suit. Then the pressure suit itself, pure white, with the NASA patch on the left, shoulder and the mission patch on the right. Then the helmet. Then the gloves locked and sealed. You are now wearing approximately 90 pounds of life support system. Without this suit, you would survive approximately 15 seconds in space. You eat breakfast. The traditional astronaut breakfast, steak and eggs. The same meal every Apollo crew ate before launch. Not because steak and eggs are particularly suited to space travel, because tradition matters when you are about to do something that has never been done before. The drive to the launch pad is quiet. Nobody talks much. The vehicle assembly building is visible in the distance. The largest building in the world by volume, and beside it, Saturn V, the most powerful machine ever built by human beings. 363 feet tall, 6 million pounds of rocket and fuel and ambition pointing straight up at the sky. You lie on your back in the command module Columbia. The launch pad crew seals the hatch. Silence. The countdown continues. You are lying on your back 360 feet above the ground on top of enough explosive, forced to level a small city. The count reaches 0, the engines ignite, and the world ends and begins simultaneously. Day 2, you are in space. The violence of launch, the noise, the vibration, the G-forces pressing you into your seat and is gone, replaced by something completely unexpected. Silence and weightlessness. And a window. You press your face to the small window of the command module Columbia, and you look back at the Earth. Nothing prepares you for this. No photograph, no film. No description prepares you for the actual sight of the Earth from space. A sphere, blue and white and impossibly beautiful, hanging in absolute black. Not darkness of black. A black so complete and so deep that the stars look painted on it. And the Earth, the only colored thing in all of that black. Glowing, alive, alone. You float to the window and press your face against it, and you cannot look away. Michael Collins, the command module pilot, is writing in the mission log. Neil Armstrong is running systems checks. Buzz Aldrin is calculating trajectory. And you are at the window, watching the Earth get smaller. Every human being who has ever lived is on that shrinking blue sphere. Every war, every love, every meal, every book, every kindness and every cruelty in human history. All of it there, getting smaller. Day 3. You are halfway to the moon, the Earth behind you, the moon ahead. And in between, nothing. The void of deep space. The spacecraft Columbia is approximately the interior size of a small car. 3 men live in this space for 8 days. They sleep in sleeping bags velcroed to the walls. They eat food from tubes and sealed packages. Day 4. Lunar Orbit. You arrive at the moon. Columbia enters Lunar Orbit, and for the first time you see the moon not as a disk in the sky, but as a world, a landscape. Close enough to see the craters and the mountains and the gray seas, Maria, of ancient lava fields. Close enough to see that the moon is not smooth but scarred, ancient, beaten by billions of years of asteroid, impacts into its present cratered face. You orbit at 60 miles above the surface. Every 2 hours, a complete orbit. On the far side of the moon, radio silence. Mission control cannot hear you. No one on Earth can hear you. You are on the back of the moon, completely alone in a way that no human being has ever been alone before. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin transfer to the lunar module. Eagle. The Eagle separates from Columbia. Michael Collins, alone in Columbia, watches the Eagle. Day 5. The Eagle has landed. Neil Armstrong descends the ladder of the lunar module. The words come back across 230. 8,000 miles of space and 3 seconds of signal delay. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. You stand, float, in the lunar module watching through the window as Neil Armstrong becomes the first human being in history to stand on another world. The moon's surface gray and fine, like powdered charcoal. His boots, leaving prints in the lunar soil. Prints that will remain there for millions of years because there is no wind on the moon, no weather, no erosion, just silence and vacuum and time. The flag goes in, the plaque is placed. We came in peace for all mankind. The president calls from Earth, they collect rock samples, they set up scientific instruments. You think about the fact that you are standing on the moon. Standing on the moon. You have said those words 100 times in training, and they have never meant what they mean now. The Earth hangs above the lunar horizon, blue, small, home, further away than anything you have ever called home has ever been. And you look out the window at the Earth. The same Earth you saw from space. The same blue sphere hanging in black. But now you are on it again. Inside it. Part of it again. Neil Armstrong will later say, he felt like he was carrying the hopes and dreams of the entire world on his shoulders during that mission. Not just America, the entire world. He was right. The whole world watched. The whole world held its breath. The whole world felt, for one extraordinary weekend, July 1969, like one species going somewhere together. 500 million people watched the moon landing live, the largest television audience in human history to that point. 500 million people watching 3 human beings walk on another world, and then they came home. Follow Empirico. History lived and 1 week at a time.